Hola. Hi, welcome back to my weekly ramblings. How are y'all doing? I'm gonna just check in. Like how is everybody doing over here? How are we feeling? Honestly, like the world 2025 is so far a crazy year. Crazy year. It's been bananas. Um, yeah, it has been crazy. And I just want to check in. I want to let you guys know how I'm doing. I want to find out how you're doing, and on this pursuit of happiness and finding my joy. I hope that if you are following along, that you are, maybe pursuing some goals of your own, and that you're accomplishing them, or at least paying attention to them. But yeah, so I just wanted to kind of hop on and record myself and talk about how things have been going for me lately. And yeah, it's been weird. I'm not gonna lie, it's been an interesting couple weeks. It's been a couple weeks since I last got in front of the camera and talked, but I'm starting to see changes, small changes through the intentions I set at the beginning of January, the end of December. And I think that these changes, actually, I know that these changes are helping me to become a happier person. And they're like little things I've noticed. So I said that I was going to be watching less like true crime, less, murder, violence-y stuff. I still watch Law and Order, SVU. You can't take that away from me. But I've watched a lot less YouTube true crime channels. Like I used to watch, and I think it was an unhealthy amount of true crime. Like I would fall asleep to Ted Bundy documentaries. Like it was, and it would lull me to sleep. That's not healthy. I don't think that's good. And so I've definitely stopped doing that. But yeah, so anyways, I still watch Law and Order. I still watch Brittany Vaughn's true crime videos. If you watch her, she's hilarious. And it's not so much about the crime that I watch it for, because crime is never funny, but just the way that she talks. It's very soothing to me. So anyways, check her out. But yeah, Anti Ways. I've noticed that since I've taken out that violence and sadness part of my life out, I've noticed that this is what I noticed. Get to the point, Damia. There is a point. I noticed that I was very desensitized, and a lot of my emotions, good and bad, were turned right off. I mean, I could listen to some horrific things happening to people and not be affected, like at all. And when you think about that, that's scary. That's really scary. And now that I've kind of removed it from my life, watching things like that, like I was watching, I can't remember the name of the show, but it's a show that I actually used to watch a lot, and I hadn't watched it in about, I'd say 4 months. And I watched it, and I actually like had to turn away at some points and like cover my eyes, and I had to turn, and then like another show came on after it, and I turned the channel. I was like, I don't want to watch this. And I have never said I've never wanted to watch something true crime related. But it was like, that chapter, that point in my life, like my unfeeling heart is starting to feel things again. And it's nice. It's nice to know that like I'm crossing over lines of things, and I'm starting to feel things. And yeah, like it's being replaced with other things. Like I'm feeling more hopeful. And I have goals again, kind of. Like, no, like I do, not kind of, I do have goals. But like I can see myself achieving these goals. I can see what the outcome is going to be. I can see, yeah, I'm hopeful for these things, and I know that these are things that I can attain. And it's almost like I'm doubling down on all of this, which is amazing. Yeah, like I haven't picked up my journal in God knows how long. I actually, the journal I have, I think I'm done with it. I think I'm gonna retire it. Which sucks. Or I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it, but I found this new workbook, and I've been writing in there. And it was actually what it was supposed to be content ideas for YouTube videos. And it has now become like things that like I do want to talk about on my channel, but like I'm working through it first, and like giving myself the prompts of what I want to talk to you guys about on how you can better your life, or tips and tricks. And it's not so much me mapping it out and like question. I'm like, okay, well, let me do it like a trial and error. Like I'm going to do it first, and then I'll see how it works, and then talk to you guys about it. And it's bringing up some feelings. And maybe I'll do a video on that, on the process of being your own therapist. Like I have been in and out of therapy so much that being self-aware is amazing, don't get me wrong, but when you know that the work that you need to do, you can do it, you've done it before, and you need to do it again, and you are the only person who can make yourself do it, that's a lot of responsibility to put on yourself, especially when you don't want to shower in the morning, or you don't want to get out of bed. Luckily, I have not been in that position in a very, very long time, but I digress. Yeah, it's just, I'm finding that like that hope again, and like I'm seeing positives come out of just these small little tweaks I'm making. And yeah, it's good. It's nice. It feels good. I'm really learning how to put myself first. And, you know, I've said it before, and I've been a person who's like, no, you know, I have to be, it's not being selfish. And I realize that I don't really know who I am. I don't know who my identity is outside of work. I don't know who I am. I don't know what I like to do for fun. I don't know who I, Demia, am. I don't know. That person got lost a really long time ago. And I've been on this like survival mode, and not being able to explore myself and figure out what makes me tick. And maybe that's why I do a lot of the things I do. Maybe that's why I started this channel, you know, and I'm on this path of finding my joy, is because I don't know who I am. I don't know, you know, people joke like, what do you want to be when you grow up? Well, I'm 42 years old and I still have no idea who or what I'm going to be, you know, a year from now, 2 years from now, 10 years from now. You know, I literally was just in survival mode for the longest time, just trying to make it to tomorrow. And now that I feel like I'm in a place where I can like breathe and assess, you know, it's interesting because I don't know where to start, you know, and that's, I think one thing I'm really realizing is like, I have no clue where to start. Like, I know what I don't want. I know that I don't want to, I'm done with like hollow anything, like empty relationships, surface level things. Like, I'm done with that. And so now it's like, since I'm finding a way to dig deeper within myself, I need things of substance. I have no idea how we got to this, how this conversation turned into this. But yeah, I'm okay. I'm gonna wrap this up because I'm starting to ramble. I say all of this to say the littlest things that I have done to improve my outlook on my life are starting to make a really big impact. And I'm sharing this because whatever small little goals that you think are just teeny tiny little things, it's like having the faith of a mustard seed. You know, you plant it and like it's huge. They're just so tiny, but then they become such, it's bigger and bigger and bigger, you know, it's that. And I'm just telling you, I guess, and myself, that like, if you have made these small little micro pivots, and I learned this at church, if you make a little pivot at the beginning, it's like this, but the difference between, you know, like, let's say you start here and instead of going this way, you go this way. It seems like not a big deal. It seems small, but like eventually it's this, right? So like, be proud of the small choices you're making, because of the small choices you're making are leading you to bigger and better things. So in conclusion, what I'm saying is I'm proud of me and I'm proud of you. And if nothing else, keep going, because you don't know where this could lead. I have no idea where this is going to lead. I have no idea what my future has in store for me. I'm still trying to figure out what makes me happy. I'm trying to figure out what happiness feels like, honestly, if I'm being really serious. But again, another day, another video, another story. But yeah, we're doing it. And that's it. That's all it has to be. That's all I got for you guys today. So have a great day. Keep on keeping on, and I will see you soon. Bye.